Most people will not admit they are here. Not because they made bad choices, because they started in a system that charges you to exist in it. Rent, phone bill, groceries, gas. The numbers do not wait for your paycheck to land. The numbers arrive on their own schedule. Your paycheck works for the numbers. What is left over is yours. Most months, nothing is left over. You have a credit card. The minimum payment is $85. You pay it. Next month, the balance is the same, sometimes higher. You have been paying $85 for 18 months. The bank has collected over $1,500 from you. The principal barely moved. You did everything they asked. The whole stayed the same depth. Nobody explained this to you in school. Not an oversight, a choice. Here's the only thing that matters at this level. The problem is not your spending. The problem is that your income has zero margin. No margin means no room for error. No room for error means one flat tire, one missed shift, one surprise bill puts you back to square one. The reset button is always one bad week away. Zero means the reset button stops working. That is the first finish line. Get there.
You have $4,200 in a savings account. You built it in 14 months. You transferred money manually every payday because the automatic transfer felt like losing control. The $4,200 feels significant. It is significant. It is also 3 months of expenses. It is also the down payment on a used car. It is also tuition for 1 semester at a community college. It is many things at once. It cannot be all of them. This is where most financial advice fails you. Financial advice says build an emergency fund. Financial advice does not say at $4,200, every decision costs you a different future. You are not building wealth yet. You are building insulation. Insulation is not the same as wealth. Insulation means the next emergency does not reset you to level 1. You open a Roth IRA. The contribution limit in 2026 is $7,000. You contribute $600. This is correct. This is also $6,400 short of optimal. Optimal is a word for people at higher levels. At this level, the word is functional. You are functional. For the first time, you are functional. You've been employed for 4 years. Your salary is $54,000. Your 401k has $18,700 in it. Your savings account has $9,000. Your car is paid off. Your net worth is approximately $27,000. You feel like you are making progress. You are making progress. You are also falling behind inflation, rising rent, and the compounding accounts of people who started earlier or earned more. Progress and falling behind are not mutually exclusive. This is a structural feature of a mid-tier income in 2026, not a personal failure. Here is the outrageous part. The top 1% of Americans hold more wealth than the entire bottom 90% combined. The bottom 90% includes you. It includes your parents. It includes most of your coworkers. The 90% is not a fringe group. The 90% is the majority of the country operating under the impression they are one promotion away from the other side. You are not one promotion away. You are a system-level change away. You do not control system-level changes. What you do control, your savings rate, your debt load, your skill set. These 3 variables are the only load-bearing inputs at this level. You increase your 401k contribution by 2%. The increase costs you $90 per month in take-home pay. In 30 years, at a 7% average return, that $90 per month becomes $113,000 additional retirement savings. You do not feel the $90. You will feel the $113,000. This is the only legal cheat code available to you. You are probably not using it at full capacity. Your household income is $130,000 combined. You and your partner both work. You have a mortgage. The mortgage is $2,400 per month. You have 2 car payments totaling $980 per month. You have a 401k with $74,000 in it. You have $22,000 in a brokerage account. Your net worth is approximately $140,000. You feel stable. Stability is not wealth. Stability is the absence of immediate crisis. This is a meaningful distinction. Your lifestyle has expanded with your income. This is called lifestyle inflation. It is invisible while it is happening. You upgraded the apartment before the mortgage. You bought the car before the emergency fund was complete. Each upgrade felt earned. Each upgrade was a reduction in your savings rate disguised as a reward. The median American with a household income of $130,000 has less than $50,000 in liquid savings. You are close to that median. The median is not a target. The median is a warning. At this level, the trap has a name. The trap is called too much month at the end of the money. You earn well. You spend well. The gap between earning and spending is too thin to generate real capital. Real capital compounds. Thin margins do not compound. They survive. You are surviving at a high price point. This is expensive survival. You have $340,000 in total assets, $190,000 in retirement accounts, $80,000 in a brokerage account, $70,000 in home equity. Your income is $180,000. You are 38 years old. At this level, the decisions change character. Below $250,000, the primary lever is income. Earn more. Spend less. The math is simple even when it is hard. Above $250,000, the primary lever shifts. The lever is now what your money does while you sleep. Your brokerage account generated $6,200 in dividends and capital gains last year. You did not work for that $6,200. You owned assets that produced it. $6,200 is not financial independence. It is a proof of concept. The concept is capital generates capital. The concept scales. Here is the number that changes everything. At a 7% average annual return, $340,000 doubles to $680,000 in approximately 10 years without a single additional dollar contributed. Time is the input. You are not trading time for the return. The money is. This is the fundamental difference between working for money and having money work. Most people understand this concept. Almost nobody acts on it early enough for it to matter at scale. You are at the threshold. The threshold has a cost. The cost is every unnecessary expense between here and $1 million. Every $10,000 you spend on depreciating assets at this level is not $10,000. It is $40,000 in 20 years. You are spending future capital. You are spending it on things that will be worth nothing. Your net worth crossed $1 million on a Tuesday. You did not feel it cross. There was no notification. The number changed in a spreadsheet. The room you were sitting in was the same room. This is the most important thing about the first million. It does not change how you feel. It changes how the system processes you. Your bank assigns you a private banker. The private banker calls you. The private banker was not available when you had $80,000. The private banker is available now. The private banker has products. The products have fees. Some fees are worth paying. Most are not. This is the first test of your financial literacy at scale. You are now a target, not a customer, a target. In 2026, there are approximately 22 million millionaires in the United States. That sounds like a large number. It is 6.5% of the adult population. You're in the top 6.5%. The top 6.5% still shops at Costco. The top 6.5% still checks prices. The top 6.5% is not the ruling class. The ruling class starts several levels above this. You are comfortable. Comfort is not the goal. Comfort is what happens when the goal becomes unclear. You do not talk about this number. Not to family, not to most friends. The number changes the conversation in ways that are not useful to you. People hear the number and they hear something about themselves. You have learned this. You have learned it the hard way. Your money is now structured. A CPA, an estate attorney, a fee-only financial advisor. These are not luxuries at this level. They are infrastructure. The cost of this infrastructure is approximately $40,000 per year. The cost of not having this infrastructure is measured in tax inefficiency, estate exposure, and decisions made without data. The $40,000 is cheap. Your investments generate approximately $280,000 per year in passive income. This number is larger than the median American household income. It requires 0 hours of your labor. This is not a brag. This is a structural description of what capital accumulation produces at scale. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The tax rate on your $280,000 in investment income is lower than the tax rate on a nurse's $70,000 salary. The nurse works 12-hour shifts. You check a dashboard. This is not a glitch. This is the architecture. You don't have a job, you have a structure. The structure includes a family office or access to one. It includes direct investments in private companies. It includes real estate held in LLCs. It includes a foundation or the paperwork for one. The foundation is not entirely charitable. The foundation is also a tax instrument. Both things are true. At this level, both things are always true. You are not richer than you were at $5 million in any way that affects daily experience. The coffee is the same temperature, the sleep is the same quality. The problems are larger in dollar value. They are not larger in emotional weight. You have hired people to carry the emotional weight. This is the most accurate description of what wealth buys beyond a certain point, not things, delegation. In 2026, 8,000 Americans have a net worth above $100 million. You are below that threshold. You are in the anteroom. The anteroom is still the top 0.03% of the country. The 20-year-old working 2 jobs to pay off a $3,800 credit card balance is operating inside the same economic system as you, the same country, the same currency, the same rules on paper. The distance between their terminal and yours is not talent. It is not entirely effort. It is time, access, and the compounding effect of early decisions made with information that was not equally distributed. You had better information, or you had more time, or both. A new 22-year-old somewhere right now has $214 in their checking account. Rent is due in 6 days. The system that produced your $40 million produced their $214. The system does not correct for this. The system does not need to correct for this. The system is working exactly as designed.